Welcome to the arcade.
Where did that flag go, man? Alright, we should do this. Hello everyone and welcome to Fanthropological Arcade. This week, we're playing, I would say a fan favorite, but it came out like a couple months ago, so I don't know if it's fan favorite. We will be playing Sonic Mania, because Sonic is the greatest, and this time they actually made a Sonic game that they didn't screw up. Maybe it's because Sonic Team wasn't involved. I don't know. Doesn't matter. With us, as always, are my good friend Z.
Hey everybody, I'm about to take some advice from a small blue hedgehog and go fast.
Oh, and I am your sickly host, Nick T. Oh, and I've had the benefit of playing through this at least once, but this is Z's first time playing, so we're gonna see how this goes. I don't think either of us are strangers to the Sonic franchise.
No.
Things that I learned, you can actually use Tails. Things I'd forgotten from previous Sonic games. You know.
You mean like if you hit a certain button,
if you hit up
switch
and
over?
you don't control Tails, but like he will help you to fly up in places.
Oh, okay, that's handy.
Like if you had a friend doing it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So this is a huge throwback to like Sonic 3. Although I think in Sonic 3 you actually had the Chaos Emerald.
I think so, yeah. It's like on your plane and then some claw took it off.
Well,
Probably.
I think Sonic like jumps off and then you like blast as Super Sonic, you run into Knuckles, he like you crash, he takes the Chaos Emeralds.
Right.
And then like there you go. I didn't realize when I started playing this game that it wasn't just going to be... I thought that there were like new levels, but apparently they are all remixed levels from previous games.
Really? Even stuff like Studiopolis and...
Oh, maybe there are some new ones.
on?
There's not as many new levels as I had anticipated. But it's really interesting how they made all these little nods. Mm-hmm. Like, even here, it's like, oh, this is just like Green Hill Zone, and it probably is for a little bit, and then things happen. And you're like...
Yep, I'm not messing around. Oh no! I am messing around. I am really messing around.
Well, and so like, that was... Usually the bonus stages are like, whatever, I don't care. Why would I care about bonus stages? But in this one, if you complete the bonus stages, you actually unlock stuff.
From the medals, you mean?
From the medals.
Yeah, you get those medals, medallions, whatever they are. Get some of those. Oh.
Yeah, well, because like in previous games, it's like, oh, you can get power-ups or one-ups or whatever, and you're like, I guess, I don't really care. The game, Sonic isn't a hugely difficult game, and even in Sonic Mania, when you die, you still have a save point like you did in Sonic 3. Oh, that
was bad.
So I think I forget if it was an episode of Fanthropological or if it was an episode of us, like, our Let's Play. Mm-hmm. You mentioned, like, writing Sonic fanfic?
Maybe?
Maybe?
When I think of my younger fanfic days, what I think of most is like...
Smash?
Actually, no, it was more like a Donkey Kong fanfic, but even then it was more like a novelization of, like, Donkey Kong Country.
Okay, just like...
I didn't have any...
King K. Rool had done evil for the last time, like, the Banana Horde would not stand,
I didn't have any original characters, do not steal.
Because you stole all the other original characters?
Exactly.
That is like the second time. The best part about this, you only need one ring. Oh man. Did you play a lot of Sonic & Knuckles or Sonic 3?
Did I ever?
Yeah, so these stages are right up your...
Oh yeah. I don't think they recycled all of them, but I feel like they must have used one or two of these stages.
I think they recycled them all.
Yeah?
Well, so every time you beat one of these stages, you get a medallion. Mm-hmm. But also, you don't have to play that stage anymore.
Oh.
And from what I remember reading, if you plugged in, I think, Sonic 1 or, like, Mean Bean Machine into Sonic & Knuckles, you could play Cool Blue Spheres, which is the bonus stage that we're playing right now.
Yeah.
And there were, like, 50... I don't remember how many different stages there were pre-generated, but I think they just lifted those and put them into here. And so I think you have like all of the stages that were in the previous ones, and you will recognize a bunch of them. That's how I managed to get through so many, but like towards the end they get really hard. There's one where it's like, okay, as soon as you start you need to immediately like turn. It's hard. And this actually
This
in the center?
This might be it. Yeah! Hooray! A bonus level I can finish.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I know kind of what's coming if I manage to find any of the big rings. One of those catch the UFO levels, and they seem to be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I managed to get all the Chaos Emeralds, but I kind of, I cheated in a sense.
Yeah?
Once I beat the game, it's like, oh, get an ending. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get the true ending. So I was poking around in the levels and found one of the zones has a ring, right off the get-go.
Oh.
So then I just, what happens if I beat the level and then restart, beat the ring,
Yep.
and then restart the level, and then do that again. It's like, yep, it'll just keep counting for Chaos Emeralds, so I was like, great!
So you can actually grind for Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a special bonus you get if you collect them all in the first run without restarting or anything like that. I don't know.
But I mean, the sooner you get them all, the sooner you can turn into Super Sonic and just go real fast all the time.
Yes. Well, speaking of where things switch it up, right now, it's okay, we've got some elements from Sonic 2 with that hang glidery thingy.
Yeah.
And, the background is no longer you're on top of whatever island, you're starting to look at the underbelly.
Yeah, you're starting to get lower, some more of those totem poles.
I think you can blast through that wall on the right. If you go fast.
So many secrets. Sonic, known for its many secrets hidden in levels. Sort of.
So, more just go some direction and find stuff, but then you're going so fast that you find other stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was trying to think about how somebody would even speed run a game like this. Consciously making decisions, and I'm like, how do you even do that?
I guess they just have to know it really, really well. But I mean, a lot of the boards seem pretty big, so knowing it well would be a challenge.
Yeah, for sure.
But any percent speedruns, I mean, that's pretty simple, right? Just keep going right as fast as you can.
Yeah, well, assuming there's no glitches that you can take advantage of.
That's true.
I wonder how popular speedrunning is for Sonic. We know Mario has a lot of speedrunners. I was actually seeing an article this morning talking about Super Mario Odyssey and how in Super Mario Odyssey people are going to the demo consoles to speedrun those. I was what the?
They gotta have that taste. That demo taste.
I guess.
And I was hearing stories from one of the podcasts that I listened to called Radio Free Nintendo that one of the hosts wanted to play one of those demo kiosks, before the show so they could talk about Super Mario Odyssey a little bit. And they went to, I think it was 4 different stores, some mix of Walmarts and Best Buys. And at every store, for different reasons, the demo kiosk just wasn't working. The Switch was trying to debug itself without an internet connection, or it just wasn't turning on, or it just plain wasn't set up. So apparently, the coverage of Super Mario Odyssey...
Oh, you are going to regret that.
I do. Anyway, Super Mario Odyssey demos seems to be a little more lax than Nintendo probably would prefer.
Oh no! All those rings that you could have used to turn Super Sonic if you had all the Chaos Emeralds. Oh, what? Hey, good job!
Man, I did not expect that to happen.
The bridge or the fire?
The bridge.
Oh yeah! So I don't know, when I was playing through the game a bit, I was like, let's take a look at the achievements. And there's a whole bunch of weird ones, and I don't know, they kind of triggered unexpectedly.
Yeah?
Well, that one, if you read it, is pretty, not super hard to figure out. It's something about going over a bridge, and it's burning bridges or something. I don't know. And you're like, oh, well, there's a fire shield. Maybe if I go over these bridges. But there are other ones that are a lot less apparent. Whee!
enemy shields. Already, though, I mean, I did play a lot of Sonic, not just Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, but even Sonic 1, Sonic 2, a lot of Sonic 2. And it seems like as a first level, as a first world, this is a pretty long stage.
I mean, you keep going through the bonus stages.
Yeah, well, I know that's making it longer, but just in terms of even what it has, what's there. I don't know. Maybe it's a psychological thing, since the timer in this game just counts up instead of counting down.
Isn't that how it always worked?
I'm pretty sure in the original Sonic games you had like 10 minutes in every level, and if you ran out of time, you would just die.
Okay, spoiler, you still have 10 minutes and you just die. The difference is it counts up, because it's like a time trial, because you gotta go fast.
Oh boy. Well, then I better start going faster.
I mean, it resets in every act. See, like, you've been playing the game part and not the bonus stage part for like 2 minutes. Ah! I forget. Do they? I don't know if you read a lot of the comics. I know I read some of them because they were at the pharmacy for some reason.
I read a little, well, Archie comics, right?
Yeah.
I read a little bit of the comics, but not a whole lot.
Right. Do you know why it's animals that he has to enslave?
No.
Oh, boss time.
No, I have no idea. Like, you mean why animals are trapped in all the robots kind of thing?
Yeah, like, why does he roboticize animals? Oh yeah, this is a neat throwback, because this is like the boss of Sonic 3, I think?
Maybe? I think so, actually.
Oh, so if you're not at the spiky end of that, you can hop on top of it.
Yeah.
So, like, I think it might shoot the... Oh, if you're so close, it'll do that, and if you're so far, it'll do the other thing. But also, you can just, like, spam attack.
I was thinking maybe I could, like, run into those little bombs and hit them back at it, but
I don't know.
too much. Anyway.
I found that, like, Sonic is definitely a game where I've used the, like, invulnerability.
Of Tails?
Well, like, just in general, because you only need one ring, so you go invulnerable, can pass through things, and that's like, okay, I'll go do that. Also, Tails helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sunflower looks like it's seen better days.
Also kind of a callback, I guess. No. If I had to guess as to why Robotnik is always enslaving the animals in these classic Sonic games, I would have to look more into the show that had a plot, the cartoon that had a plot, just because I remember that they like really got into it there. It was the 90s, so it was very important to be environmental in all things, and like the cartoon, the Sonic cartoon that had a plot, was very much kind of cyberpunky.
Yeah, kind of.
So it was like this super dystopian future, and Sonic and friends were like the only survivors in some sort of natural part of the world. I was like, not whole, I think.
Nautilus.
One of those two.
Koholint.
Maybe.
Wait, is that from? Is Koholint from a different? Is that from like?
It's Link's Awakening.
Oh,
it's the island.
Yeah. Wood, not hole.
Not wood, not
you know
hole.
what? I don't know.
Anyway, one of those two, and like
see, that's
they
the
were,
thing they added.
Yeah, and they were sort of like the last remnants of, I guess, nature. They were part of some rebellion against
the freedom fighters, man.
Yeah, exactly. They were the freedom fighters against Robotnik and his machines.
Least favorite part of Sonic 2, and then Sonic 3, being underwater. Oh, not yet.
Not if I can help it.
I don't know if you can help it.
Rings are air, surely.
No. Oh! Yeah!
Ooh. Was not expecting to find that here.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Just gotta get the spheres. Gotta get the rings.
Yeah, the mechanic's weird because you're like, I want to collect the spheres so that I can go fast.
Mm-hmm.
But you need the rings to keep the time up.
Yep.
And the rings deplete, but the spheres do not.
I'm back.
Also, very forgiving in the first stage where there are bumpers everywhere.
is it possible to actually like fall off the stage in later ones?
Oh yeah. Towards the end, there's like hardly bumpers on anything.
Wow.
So you gotta go fast, but like be safe. Get that ring box thing.
I want to save it. Save it for later.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just in case. Just in case it takes me a long time to get up to Mach whatever I need to be.
I mean, sometimes you don't even need to go all the way up to Mach 3 to get it. You just need to like be good and cut corners and things. But it looks like you might like see there. You can kind of skim around, but it seems like you're doing pretty well. Ignore the bun. Play the game.
I'll try to ignore the rabbit. I can't ignore the bud forever though.
Ignore bunny rabbit. Oh dear, that it got quite...
Oh, bunny rabbit. I don't know if I can ignore that. Whoa. Speaking of fanfic.
Speaking of fanfic, you better be close. Oh, actually, you might do this. Oh. Yeah! First bonus stage, first Chaos Emerald.
Oh, man.
A trend that will surely continue. No, there's a little bun that's right at our feet.
Yep.
The joys of recording in a household. Mm-hmm. Alright, you can do this. Chemical Time Zone.
Yes. Okay, put me in a Japanese grocery store and call me a UFO catcher, because I did it.
That was oddly specific.
What? Like, catch the UFO? To me, it just seems like it's kind of a fun play on words.
I think you're going backwards.
Involving the classic UFO catchers that are all over the place in Japan.
I mean, that makes sense. Oh no! Oh wait, they still let you do it. That's good.
Yeah, they don't throw down the gate. Not yet.
Is there another one where they do?
I thought that there's a point in this level where they do that.
I don't know. At some point, the game just... Oh no.
Oh boy. There's more... Oh no.
I wasn't sure if that was just going to result in your death.
I was hoping there was more level, but nope.
Sometimes.
That's the bottom.
Whoa, you didn't pass a single checkpoint?
Nope, I was going too fast.
That is not how that works. I think you just conveniently avoided many of the areas to checkpoint. Okay, so this time you can go a different direction, I guess, if you want.
I could. Let's do it. Hopefully, okay, never mind. Still underwater. That's okay.
At best.
Ah.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so what's your favorite underwater level scene? Is it this one? Do you like drowning?
You know what? Oh man, I don't remember if it was in Sonic 2 or Sonic 3.
Oh no. Oh, thank goodness.
Is that
no,
it's
all
wireframe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember if it was in Sonic 2 or Sonic 3, but there was a level that was like the underground ancient ruins, the underwater ancient ruins, something like that. I always enjoyed that level.
That was in Sonic 2. I think that's the third level after you beat this one.
I think you're right.
Don't worry, the bun's fine.
I'm curious.
Alright, this is where you went on your path to
unceremoniously
destruction.
Fell off the world. Oh boy.
You got it. There you go. Oh, no bun cam today, but there's a very active bun.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she'd like to say a few words.
Bunny. Chit. Like chittering teeth, not other words.
Yep.
You know what? I didn't say any of that. Tails is like stuck in that tube.
Don't worry, he'll come back. Tails always comes back. It's a good thing about Tails.
Being footloose and fancy free.
Mm-hmm. I know.
What? You got lucky there. Sorry, the fun is really distracting.
Yep. Oh, there she goes. Okay.
You got this. You can get to a checkpoint or maybe complete the stage. I don't know. Whatever happens first.
One of those two for sure.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Oh. Let's go.
Hey, you got a checkpoint. Oh no. See, in Sonic 2, oh dear.
Oh, I was not expecting that. Yeah.
That happened a few times when I was playing. I was like Super Sonic and I got pinched and I was like, what? It's like, look, the game doesn't have any way to make you super invincible.
It's not.
You got it. Now you can do it. Oh yeah, this is what happened.
And then you drowned because you kept falling under?
Yeah, my hand-eye coordination was not as good. Or maybe the... Oh,
oh boy.
I hope you like tension. I don't know, if you had two players, then you could get Tails to help you out here.
That's true. You could just sort of fly out.
I mean, he kind of swims. I don't know. Oh, that's okay. You broached the surface.
Okay. Gotta go slow.
Yes, you are accomplishing that. Go! Go! Whoo!
That's merciful, at least. I
guess.
guess.
What did you get pinched by?
The platforms and the side of that area?
I don't know. You must have just... Like, these boxes are just rough, because any slight misstep and it'll kill you. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Well, kind of going back and forth, talking about Sonic games, Sonic memories. Played an awful lot of Sonic. Actually, funnily enough, even with Sonic 2, what would usually happen is I would watch my older brother play. Like, I wouldn't... I don't know if he didn't have a second Genesis controller or what, but usually I'd just watch Mike, my older brother, play and not really play unless he was like on the computer or something like that.
Right, playing StarCraft.
Well, maybe Warcraft at the time, Warcraft. But yeah, not too far off.
I think this boss is basically just recycled from a different one.
Probably.
It's not quite the same, but it seems like it's recycled. Oh yeah, don't do that. Wait until... I mean, or abuse the invulnerability flame. That! Do that. Hit it while it's down. Good old Tails. I'm really glad they didn't use the Sonic 2 bonus stage.
What was the Sonic 2 bonus stage?
It's like the half pipe.
Oh, yeah, and it's kind of faux 3D.
Yeah, just like the other one.
Well, yeah.
Oh, man. Well, maybe we'll talk about that more on the next episode.
Yep.
Of Fanthropological Arcade.
Yeah. If you're following the story of the comics at all, like, it is supposed to take place in a post-apocalyptic world after, like, some meteor or something turned every living thing to goo.
Do you mean the Archie comics?
Yeah, the Archie Sonic comics.
Okay.
Yeah.